So I was like, I can now you're giving these little, like, you're 20 at this time. He was like 24, 25. So I go and starts telling, my best friend what's going on. And I'm like, yo, I'm about to leave. Like, this dude just keep trying me. I'm gonna go back home because I can't do this with him. She was like, no, you can't go. You're the first friend that I made since I've been up here. Like, you can't go. Because she was like, I reminded her of her best friend that was in West Palm. Because she's like, we both look alike. We both had the same shape. And we both had one kid. So she was like, she felt like she met her best friend, like, all over again. Which she did. I mean, because we were friends for a very long time. Majority of the time that I was in Tampa. So she's like, no, you can't go. She's like, let me talk to my mom about if you could come stay with us, and so you won't have to leave, because you're the only friend that I made since I came up here. You can't go. So she ends up talking to her mom, and her mom ended up agreeing. And then she was like, so when she came and because I left him, because I could not do it anymore. Like, so when she picked me up, we sat in the parking lot of her mom's apartment. She was like, I'm gonna tell you this right now, my mom she's funny. She has funny ways. So don't take anything personal. She just really, she's really weird like that. And she's like, and I'm going to tell you right now, my siblings are you're going to see what I'm talking about. And then I'll explain it. So I'm like, okay. So I come in. She introduced me to everybody. And it's going, her mom, for the first couple of weeks, but one thing I noticed when I walked in there, how nasty the house was. I'm like, for y'all to be Haitians, like, I grew up with a really, like, OCD mom, like. But the next day, like, they ended up cleaning up. I was like, oh, okay, maybe it was just that day. So I'm like, okay. Mind you, me and my best friend are sleeping on the couch. They have a three bedroom with one bath. So as the days go by, I'm noticing, like, these kids don't clean up at all. So I asked my best friend, I was like, and she started breaking down basically her whole life story to me. Her mom had her at 16. Then her dad ended up taking her, I think, when she was 5. And basically all the rest of them, they all, like, not all of them, like, the 2 other ones had their own dad, and the 2 last ones had their own dad. So her mom ended up moving to Tampa, like, years ago. I guess they don't think I know the reason why she actually moved to Tampa, but I do. So she was with her dad majority of her life. Like, she wasn't raised with her mom, because her dad had to come get her from her mom. So her mom still, like, her mom been here in the States since she was 16. So her mom still, I guess, didn't, to tell you the truth, the way I found it, like, her mom never grew up from being 16. Because she was still childish. And as the story go on, you'll understand why I say that. So as I'm staying, like I said, I'm staying there and I'm seeing how these people don't clean up. So mind you, I come from a very OCD mom. So I started cleaning up, washing the dishes, cleaning, like taking out the trash, all that stuff. Mind you, they have a boy. It's 4 girls and 1 boy. Mind you, they would pile up garbage bags in the kitchen. So I asked my best friend, I was like, why isn't your mom, because her mom was like working like 2-3 jobs. So I'm like, she was like, girl, stop cleaning up after these kids. Because they were all well over 15, 16 years old. I'm like, why didn't nobody, it was so fucking disgusting in there. To the point where it started they start having roaches. So when she told me to stop cleaning, I'm like, but I can't function in an environment like this. So when I kept cleaning up, until I just got fed up. Like, I couldn't believe, like, these people literally stayed like this. She's like, she had no choice because she was running away from a domestic violence situation herself. So that's why she was staying there. She wanted to finish school just like me. That's why we clicked. We had the same similar situations. So I end up talking back, or he ended up finding out where I was staying, where I was, residing or whatever. That's how I say, like, for somebody who didn't like me or, thought the lowest of me, he always, to this day, always know where I stay. And the only reason he knew where I stayed when I bought my house was because, I'll tell you that story. So one night he comes and makes a big ass scene because I won't go back with him. Because I literally brought his homeboy, everything, back to these people's houses. And even though they were disgusting, like, I was like, I'd rather be in this disgusting place than go back with you, because he made a big scene. This is where me and my best friend ended up, like, not talking for a little bit, because she felt like she was like a young girl had an old soul in a young person's body, because she got mad at me because she felt like I should have apologized to her family for what he did. And at that time, I'm so used to this guy, like, destroying my relationships, like, or places I'm staying at. Like, I didn't know how to handle that anymore, because it was like whenever I apologized, it was still like I was still ended up in situations